So hello guys, today I am here to talk about Memo. So what we are going to learn is what is Memo, similarities and differences between memos and letters, example of memo and effective memo checklist, and then we will head towards the presentation summary. So memorandum. So abbreviate memo. A memo is derived from Latin word memorandum, which means it must be remembered that dot 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 dot. So it is a written message in business, typically used by firms for internal communication process. Any complaints, issue, opinions, views, and suggestions are put forward to the authorized level, which focuses on single topic, usually one page long or many. Now next, going towards the differences between memo, letters, and email. So characteristics, designation. Memo is for internal within an internal organization. Letters is for external, and email is for both internal and as well as external. Format. For memo, we have to write in the format of date, to, from, subject, and message. Meanwhile, in the letters, there is inside address, date, outside address, salutation, text, complimentary clause, and signature. Meanwhile, in email, there is subject, from, sent, and to. Then coming towards the audience, memo is from high to low tech. Over here, low tech means people who are not very much familiar with latest technology. Next, coming towards the letters, it is from low tech and lay leaders. And email, it targets instructors, company supervisors. Next is topic, where abbreviation and acronyms are often allowed in memos. Abbreviation and acronyms are usually defined in letters, and wide range of topic is determined by the audience in email. Regarding the tone, there is informal use of tone in memos, formal in letters, and informal in emails. Coming next is the characteristics concerned to attachment. So there is hard copy, complimentary copies can be sent through memo. In letters, additional information can be enclosed with an envelope and complimentary copies can be sent. For email, computer files, web links, graphics, and complimentary copies can be sent. Delivery time. So memos is delivered within 3 days. Letters, it takes 3 weeks and may take even a week. Meanwhile, email takes just a second. Security. Regarding the memos, it depends on the ethics of co-workers. For letters, privacy law protects the letter consent, where the letter to whom it belongs, they are only liable to open it. Meanwhile, email, it can be tampered, harmed, or hacked. Coming towards the example of memo, you can see over here there is a proper format: to, from, date, subject, and then the message. So okay, so let's now us move towards the format of memo. So date, in this part the current date is written. For example, over here for writing date there must be a proper format, which is month, day, and then year. Example, March 12, 1998. So over here at the right side you can see the example where date is written in the format of month, day, and year. Next, there is to. The to line is usually indicated as the word to followed by a colon and the name of individuals or group receiving the memo. For example, to the staff members or to the faculty members. So over here in the example we can see two department chairs. Next is from. Here is one sending the memo mentioned about. The sender can be an individual or a group. So there are two examples. For example, first there is Sapna Mahat, GM AEB. Next, from administration. Over it, the example from Mr. Samit Mahat, CEO. Next, coming towards the subject. Here, the subject or the reason of sending the memo is mentioned. The subject line must be short and it must contain topic and focus. So, over here, we can see that the subject is very short, small, and concise. Where over here, we can see the subject is supplies budget. Coming next towards is the main message. The main message must contain the detailed information about the purpose of writing the memo. It must contain all the necessary information that must be known by the readers. Next, the effective memo checklist. So there are some checklists which must be reviewed once as per the following criteria of effective memo. So over here, the writer must be concerned about, is the format correct? Next, the subject line is correct or not? Does it have a topic and focus? Next thing is, does your body explain everything clearly? Next, the page layout is reader friendly or not? Over here we can see that it must be reader friendly, where the paper which is used, it must be very friendly and do not harm eyes. Next is the writing style concise? Next, is the writing clear? Because the memo to whom we are sending it, it must be clear and understandable way. Next is the memo written appropriately to your audience? And last thing is, are all the errors eliminated? Because after writing a memo we must go through it so that any possible errors can be eliminated. Next, coming towards the end, presentation summary. So memos are the important part of internal business communication. While writing memo, consider the level of audience. An over friendly memo in an informal style to the manager may be a sign of a disrespect. Always use reader's correct name. There shall not be any nicknames. Subject line are read by 100% of the audience, so it must use a topic and focus. In introduction part, describe what you want to say and why you are writing. In discussion section, state the details. Paragraph must be short, each may be of 5-6 lines. Conclusion of the memo must include what you will be doing next or what you expect them to do next. You can also date that particular action and end your memo in courteous manner. Memos are letters sent within the company. Most companies used printed memorandum stationery with date, to, from, and subject heading. Some large companies have additional headings like department, store number, etc. Memos are informal, they do not use any form of salutation, neither they do have any complimentary clause. The writer does not need to sign it. He or she needs only initials. Thank you. I hope you liked the presentation. Make sure you have liked, subscribed, and shared among your friends. Thank you.